So we've said you load all these libraries, these packages, and then you have to about several forms of COVID-19 data which you can download from the internet, and one of them is COVID-19 data for globally for global data, and we can view it here. This is the one that we've just downloaded, and let's see how it looks like. Yes, this is the data. No, this shows. I don't know what FIPS mean. It was not there. There was admin. So there is a province on state. There is a country, country region. The country, these are how the countries are. They recorded the countries. This is the last update, the latest update, the last update. For example, here the last update is today around about around 4 p.m. around 16 hours. And then we have the latitude and the longitude. This is the location. These are the confirmed cases, the deaths, the people who have recovered, and the active cases as of today. This is as of today, the incidence rate up to today, and the case fatality ratio. Case.fatality ratio of today. So we are going to use this data. This is one of the data set that you can have. Then there's COVID-19, the US data. This is the data only for the United States. But we are not, because you're not in the United States, we're not going to use that data. But I would like just to show you how it looks like. So the system is downloading it from online. Let's see, let me show you how it looks like. It's taking some time. Now for now, we are going to use this data. Let's do it for the data to download. And I have explained. Let me mute people, mute. Okay, let's go on. So it has downloaded the US data. Let me copy the US data. Here it is. So this is the data for the country or region. The country, the region is the USA, the province state, this is the state, the United States, the states of the America, the latitude, the longitude of those states, and the cases. I don't know whether these are deaths or just confirmed cases, but these are the cases from, this is 2020, January 22nd, the 22nd of January of this year, when they started recording, all the way to today. As you look down here, there are 1 to 11 of 6,000 rows, and there are 283 columns. So going this way, these cannot show all of them. There are too many, 200. So from January to today. But this data, the COVID data set just shows the cases up to today. It doesn't show from when it started, it just shows the cumulative cases, deaths up to today. Now, we're not going to need to use the United States data. I don't think it is important for this case. Now, let's call it C19. I would like us to manipulate this data. You remember how we talked about gathering, not really gathering, but mutate, summarize, select, filter. That's what we're going to use today. So we are using the COVID data, the one that we have loaded. And then what do you want to do? So let's look at, we don't need the US data. We want to know the cases up to this very day, but I just want us to select a few countries. So we're going to select with country, region. But before we do that, I would just like us to select only the columns that we need. So we need the country and region. The date window is today. We don't need the latitude and the longitude. We just want the confirmed cases, the deaths, the recovered, and the active cases. So let us select. So let's select the columns that we want to work with. Tidyverse. I don't know whether this. So I think I did not run that. So select, let's select the columns that you want. What are the columns that you want? We want the country region. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth column. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we want the fourth. So which columns do we want? The fourth column. The fourth column. From the fourth column, which else do you want? From now, column 8. 8 to column 11. So this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. And then from column 8, column number 8 to column 11. Let us see whether that has selected. Okay, let's see. Yes, so country, region, confirmed, deaths, recovered, and active. Those are the columns that we want. Okay. All right. Now, the other thing, let us select just a few countries, because we cannot work with all these countries in the world. We just want to do the countries that we maybe come from, or the countries that we know. So we said that to select the rows, use the verb filter. So we're going to filter under country underscore region. This should be country region. Let's put this down here. In this case, we said use two equal signs, but instead of equal sign, because we want a few countries, we said use this to say everything that is in this concatenation. I hope you still remember this. So which country do we want? Let's take Kenya. Those who are in Morocco, let's see how Morocco is doing. Let's take Madagascar. Let's try Madagascar. Let's try Ethiopia. Let's talk of South Africa. You must remember that this should be in quotation marks. All right, let us run that again. Let's see how it looks like. Yes, now we have Ethiopia, Kenya, Madagascar, Morocco, and South Africa. We've just chosen a few countries. You can choose whichever countries you'd like to work with. Something else I'd like to know, let's know the structure of this data. C19, let's get to know the structure. So yeah, it is. So country.region is a character. We like to make them factors because they're different. These are the deads are integers, they're whole numbers. An integer is a whole positive or negative number. So you don't have a half a person who's dead, but a whole person who is dead, or a whole person who is confirmed, or a whole person who has recovered. So I would like us to change this character into a factor. So let's put our pipe there to say there is our pipe, pipe, and then let's say let's mutate, because we want to change. What do we want to mutate? The country. Region. So what do we want to do? We want to make it as dot factor. We want to make it as factor country underscore region. So let's see the structure now. Yeah, it is a factor with 5 levels because you have chosen 5 countries. Now let's see that data, it looks like. Now we can visualize this data, as you can see. But before that, let us gather. Let's gather this figure so that we can have one column with the names, with these confirmed dates recovered, the names here, and another column of these figures here. So what do you do that? Remember, you have to remember everything we said. You pivot longer. And what are the columns that you want to pivot longer? Let's look from column, the second, 2, 3, 4, 5, from the second column to the fifth column. So from column 2 to column number 5. So names to, should be underscore. Names to what? What do you call them? Names, let's call it the metric, the measurement, what is being used to measure them. The metric, which should be in quotes, the metrics, and let's values underscore 2 is equals to, call them cases. How many there? Okay, let us run that once again. Let us look at it again. Okay, now we have gathered it. We had pivoted it to longer. Now this is simple data to visualize, because you just come and say ggplot2. Simple data ggplot2. Our data is C19, COVID-19. Our aesthetics are equal to, so what do you want to put on the x-axis? Let's put the country or region in the x-axis. Country, region, underscore region. On the x-axis, it should be capital. Okay. And on the y-axis, the cases, small cases. And then let us put a geom column. Okay, see which country is leading against which one. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So South Africa is too much. So I would rather we remove South Africa, because it is going to alter our data. So it's going to make it. Let's put Nigeria here instead. Let us run it once more. Yeah, as you can see now here, Morocco is leading. These are total cases. Doesn't matter whether they are dead. So all of them are combined in there. So let us separate them. To separate them, let us say fill. Want to fill this with what? The metric. Whether it is a death, whether it is anything. So, okay. Now, this is a start column. So let's use geombar. And in here, let's say start is equals to identity. Remember, this is just some repetition. Remember, identity. Let's put it down here, just to remind you before we go to the real thing. And position is equals to Doge. Remember this, Doge. Now they are separated from which is which. So we have deaths, at least there are few, there are little few deaths. We have the recovered more, and then we have these are of today, the confirmed cases. So Morocco today has more confirmed cases than any other country. Also, the recovered cases today more than any other country, and the active cases are more in Ethiopia than in any other country, as you can see. So I'm sure you remember our facet trap. Let's facet trap this. Facet trap is according to what? To metric. And let scales, let everyone use every one of the bars use its own X and Y axis as it is. Okay, fine. All right, now here we are. These we have done before, so this is what should be. So these are active cases. So which country? Ethiopia has more active cases as of today. Confirmed cases, Morocco seems to have more confirmed cases. Also seems to have more deaths than the other of the countries that we have chosen. And we have also, it has the most recovered people. So that is simple that we did last time. Now let's go to the other step. Now, we've talked about this data here, this copy, let's paste it, come over here, paste it here. This data that we have, but now we can choose data for one thing. This is data for overall as of today, but we want to choose the data, we want to get the data from the day the corona started. So we say case is equals to, put into quotation marks, this is time series data, TS for time series, a hyphen, and then what do you want us to look? Let us look at deaths from the day corona started, and then let us run that. Let us see what, okay. But now the problem I should have written differently. Let this be COVID, let this be COVID deaths, let it be called COVID deaths, COVID deaths. Let us redo that. And also you need to redo this for difference, for to make it different so that data works. Now let's look at COVID deaths. Let's view, this is what we've just downloaded, the dates now, the dates. So we have the province or the state, the country dot region, the latitude, the longitude, and then from the first day for the first day of reporting, which this is January 22nd of 2020 this year, all the way to today, which is 2020, 10, I think today is 27th or something. Yeah, today is 27th. So these are 283 columns, up to 283rd column. So what do we require here? So let us take what we don't require. We don't need the province and state. We don't province dot state. We don't need it. We don't need the latitude. We don't need the longitude for now. So we remove the first, the third, and the fourth columns. So let's do that. So what do we call this now? Let's just call it deaths. Let's call it deaths. So COVID deaths. What do we want to do with it? Let us deselect. We said you put a minus before, so the second, and then minus the third, and minus the fourth column. Let's see how that looks like. This is deaths. Here they are. So yes, so we've removed those columns. You're left with country.region and all these other ones. So what do you need to do? We need to gather this so that we can have one column of dates and another column of deaths or the cases. So let's do that. So after deselecting that, and then let us pivot. Let's go down here, pivot longer. And which columns do you want to pivot from the second column? Let's go back. From the second, this is the first, the second, so from the second column to 280th column, so 280. And if you just run that, it would work. And let's see how it looks like. So we have country.region, the name, the name it has put, because you've not assigned it what you want to call it, name to what and value to what. So let us do that. So we say, and then names underscore 2 is equals to Name underscore is equals to what? Let's call it these are dates. These are dates, the dates of, and then values 2 is equals to, let's call them cases again. Let them call cases. Okay, date cases. Let us go back to see how it looks like now. So dates cases. All right. Let's go back and look at the structure of our data, which is dates. Okay. Looking at our structure of our data here, we have character. The country.region is a character. We'd like to make it a factor. We have dates is a character. We'd like to convert them to a date format, and these cases are integers. So let's do that. Let's do that. So let's pipe it and do something else. And then let's go back here. Let's use mutate. So what the first thing we do? The country dot region is equals to, but this should be capital. Country dot region. We want to make it a factor. Say as dot factor. Country dot region. Yep. Something else also, we want to convert our dates into dates. So our dates is equals to use this. I think we are going to study about this package called Lubri data. It turns characters of, it passes, it makes your information that is in form of a data into data. So use year, month, date. That's what you use, because that's what we have. We have the year, the month, and the day. And so what it is, our column dates that we want to convert into dates. Let's do that. So let us see the structure now. So our country region is a factor with 189 countries, starting with the country Afghanistan. Then the dates are in the date format. This is a date format, and the cases are integers. So with that, we can work well. And I think now, let's now filter with the countries that we'd like to work with. So which country do we want to work with? So country dot region. Let's put this down here. Is equals to, no. Let's put this function, which we say everything that is in this concatenation C, and then whatever is in this. So let's put Kenya. Let's put our Morocco there. Let's put Ethiopia there. Let's put Nigeria, Tunisia, Tunisia. Okay, let's work with this for now. You can work with as many as you want. This is just data preparation. This is before we go visualization. This is Nigeria, Tunisia. Okay, let us run that. See what that's here. Okay, so let us remove this structure. We already done with that. Let's see which country. Yeah, they are Afghan, Ethiopia, those few countries that we have chosen. Okay. Now we have our data ready. Now let us now go to visualization. ggplot. Our data is dates, our aesthetics. So let us put the dates on the x-axis, and let's put the what is on the y-axis going to be cases. And then I want us to do something. Let's put a geom line, a geom line, a geom line. Let's run that to see how that looks. You see how weird it looks? You can't tell which is which, what is happening. Okay, to solve that, just come over here and say we are grouping this data according to the country.region. So the group is country.region. Never forget to write that because it will always bring you that issue. Okay, supposed to be somewhere, not there. Just there. Yeah, no, there it is. So this is for the different countries. These are just lines. They don't look very nice. So let's color them. Let's give them a color. Color is equals to, according to the country dot region. Okay, that's whether it looks better now. Yeah, now we can tell which country is which country is which. Morocco, Nigeria, Ethiopia, and all those. So let's go on. Let's put this geom down here. Let's also put another geom plus geom point. Let's add a point. Okay, let's see how that looks like. Okay, there you are. Now, that's pretty good. But now, how did we get up to this point, up to October? We obviously there was a date, it was just 0, and then it started. Can you try to visualize and see how this change happened? Yes, it is possible. So it was a transition from one day to another. So let's review that transition. So transition, reveal. Let us reveal that transition. Transition, reveal. Transition, reveal. Reveal according to what? According to the dates. According to the dates. Because these are the dates. According to the dates. So let us run that. See how it happens. See how it happened. So it is working it out. Let's give it a minute. It's saying 45 seconds. Let's give it that. See how it will work. Still working. Compiling it. So this transition is done by that package called GG Animate. And today is just an introduction to it. There's so much things you can do with it. So let's see. As you can see here, this is how it happened. Let us take it to the browser and see it properly, what happened. Computer seems to be a little bit slow. It will get there. Okay, here it is. Can you see what is happening? Yeah. So that's how you can show how the cases were changing over time. And I believe this is Nigeria was the deaths in Nigeria were increasing. Here is Nigeria increasing. But then Morocco decided, no. Okay, now let us remove this, the legend, so that we can make our, so here we are. So let us remove that legend. So theme, under theme, say legend dot position is equals to none, is equals to none. Yeah, so let us reveal it once more. It will take some time, but it is okay. Reveal once again. Let's give it a few seconds. It's compiling. Let's see what will happen. Okay, let's go back to the browser. Now we don't have the legend, but it would have made some more space. But now, since we've removed the legend, we don't know what these countries are. Therefore, to solve for that, let's come here and say, instead of geom point, let us put the geom text. You remember the geom text? And put the aesthetics. Let's put the label is equals to the country dot region. Okay, let us run that, see what happens. Let's see whether it will give us the countries, how it happened. So you see, with just one line of code, you can do so much. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Compiling. Yeah, now we can see which countries they are. That is Nigeria, Morocco, Ethiopia. You can see how it changed. Let's put it to a browser. Yes. Here is how the cases went. So you can show this time series data, what was happening, what was. So this is what R can do with real-time data, real-life data. So you can see, you can work with it and show something. If somebody out there is working on COVID or something, they can show how this changed, how the numbers changed and all that. And this used for deaths. You can use for, here instead of deaths, you can use confirmed cases. We'll try something else. We'll try confirmed cases, see what happens, what it shows. Let's compile
Yes.
this one for now. Let's see how Cameroon is doing and South Africa. But with South Africa in the mix, the other figures will be dwarfed. I think South Africa is the worst hit by this COVID thing in Africa.
Percentage.
Yeah.
See for Cameroon.
Let's put it on a browser. So there's a difference. So here we go. South Africa. See, so that's why I didn't want to put South Africa here. Even let us remove South Africa. South Africa is dwarfing the other
Because it
number.
has many.
Yeah, it has these are deaths. Remember, imagine those are the number. Those are more than 15,000 deaths. Those are too much. Let's remove South Africa.
What? Yes.
Yeah, let's remove South Africa here so that we can see Cameroon in comparison with those countries.
Yeah.
No, I didn't run that. So. See, South Africa is. This is bad. This is bad. So with only 28 lines of code, we've done all this. And actually, the real coding is just from 9 to here. So R is not as difficult, and it is simple to do as long as you understand what's happening, what we're supposed to be where. It becomes pretty easy and quick.
Yes. It's still showing South Africa.
Oh, no, it has not yet loaded. It's still loading.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Just take some time. Yeah, see now, you remove South Africa. Cameroon is acting weird, but it is the lowest actually. It is doing very well in deaths compared to the other countries, compared to even Kenya.
Yes, Cameroon.
Yeah, Cameroon is doing very well. So at least you should not be afraid to go back home. Things are things are not
Yeah.
going things are not going bad down there. Actually, it is
There we have
yeah.
traditional medicine for corona.
And people are taking it.
Yes.
It's good. That's good. As you can see, maybe from around let's say around August, I think it stabilized in Cameroon. Cameroon, the numbers stabilized. That's a good thing. I mean, people are not dying anymore. So that's what I wanted us to do today. I wanted to introduce to you that today,
Yes.
and I think that is enough for today. That is enough for your digestion, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.